Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video on PowerHab English. In this video, we're going to explore the life of Donald Trump, one of the most prominent figures in American history. We'll keep it simple and easy to follow, making it a great opportunity to practice your English listening skills. Let's dive right in. Donald Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, a borough of New York City. His full name is Donald John Trump. He was born into a big, well-established family. His father, Fred Trump, was a highly successful businessman who built houses and developed properties in New York, making a significant mark in the real estate industry. His mother, Mary MacLeod Trump, was originally from Scotland. Donald had 4 siblings, and he was the 4th child in the family. His siblings were Mary and Fred Jr., Elizabeth, and Robert. Growing up in a wealthy household, Donald was exposed to success from an early age, but he was also taught the importance of hard work and responsibility. His family's success helped shape his early years, but it was clear that Donald's parents emphasized the value of discipline and commitment. Donald Trump attended Kew Forest School when he was young, which is located in Forest Hills, Queens. Later, he went to a military academy called the New York Military Academy. His father enrolled him there because he believed it would teach his son discipline, help him develop a strong character, and prepare him for the challenges ahead. This experience at the academy had a lasting influence on Donald, helping to shape his approach to life and business. After completing his time at the New York Military Academy, Donald Trump moved on to pursue his higher education. He initially attended Fordham University in New York for 2 years, but then he transferred to the prestigious Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. Wharton is one of the most famous business schools in the world, known for producing many successful entrepreneurs and leaders. Donald Trump graduated with a degree in economics in 1968, laying the foundation for his future business ventures. After finishing school, Donald Trump joined his father's business, the Trump Organization. His father, Fred Trump, had already made a lot of money by building houses in New York, and Donald was given the responsibility of running the family business. Donald was not only in charge of managing the business, but also of expanding it. He took the wealth that his father had accumulated and used it to grow the company in new directions. In the 1970s, Donald Trump began working on his first major project, the development of the Commodore Hotel in New York City. This project would later be renamed the Grand Hyatt Hotel. The success of this venture was a significant turning point for Donald, propelling him into the public eye as a successful businessman. The Grand Hyatt Hotel became a symbol of his growing influence in the real estate world. Throughout the 1980s, Donald Trump continued to build more high-profile properties. One of his most famous projects was the construction of Trump Tower, a massive skyscraper in the heart of New York City. Trump Tower became one of the most iconic buildings in the world and helped solidify Donald's reputation as a powerful figure in the business world. Alongside real estate, Donald also made significant investments in the casino industry, purchasing a number of casinos in Atlantic City, which brought him even more wealth. During this period, Donald Trump became not only known for his business ventures, but also for his personal style and presence. He appeared frequently on TV and in magazines, projecting the image of a rich, powerful, and influential individual. His famous catchphrase, "You're fired," from the reality TV show The Apprentice made him even more famous and helped him build a larger-than-life persona. However, Donald Trump's life is not just about business success. He has also had 3 marriages and many children. Let's take a look at his family. Ivana Trump. In 1977, Donald Trump married Ivana Zelničková, a woman from Czechoslovakia, now the Czech Republic. Ivana was a model and played an important role in helping Donald with his business. Together they had 3 children: Donald Trump Jr., born in 1977, Ivanka Trump, born in 1981, and Eric Trump, born in 1984. After 15 years of marriage, however, Donald and Ivana divorced in 1992. Despite their separation, they remained close for the sake of their children. Marla Maples. In 1993, Donald Trump married Marla Maples, an actress. They had one daughter together, Tiffany Trump, who was born in 1993. Unfortunately, their marriage did not last, and they divorced in 1999. Melania Trump. In 2005, Donald Trump married Melania Knaus, a model from Slovenia. Melania became Donald's third wife, and they had one son together, Barron Trump, born in 2006. Donald Trump Jr. works closely with his father in the Trump Organization. He has followed in his father's footsteps and is heavily involved in the family's business, continuing to build and manage properties. He is married and has children, continuing the legacy of the Trump family. Ivanka Trump is another of Donald's children who played a significant role in his business. She worked as an advisor to her father during his presidency, helping shape key policies and initiatives. Ivanka is married to Jared Kushner, and together they have children carrying on the Trump and Kushner family ties. Eric Trump also works in the Trump Organization and plays a prominent role in the family business. Like his siblings, Eric has helped grow the Trump brand, particularly in the areas of real estate and development. Eric is married and has children, continuing the family's legacy in both business and personal life. Tiffany Trump is Donald's daughter with Marla Maples. Tiffany has chosen a different path than her siblings and is currently studying law. Although she has had a quieter role in the Trump Organization, she has kept a low profile in the media and focused on her education. Barron Trump is the youngest child of Donald Trump, born to his third wife, Melania Trump. Barron is still in school and has yet to fully step into the public eye. But as the youngest member of the family, many are curious about his future and the role he will play in the Trump legacy. Donald Trump is also a proud grandfather. His children have children of their own, giving him several grandchildren. He loves spending time with his family, and despite his busy career, family remains an important part of his life. Business success. Donald Trump's life has been full of business successes, many of which have helped shape his public persona. After finishing school and working with his father, Donald set out to build his own empire. In the 1970s, Donald began focusing on major construction projects, starting with the development of the Commodore Hotel in New York City. Initially, the hotel wasn't doing well, but Donald saw potential in it and worked tirelessly to improve it. Through his efforts, the hotel was renamed the Grand Hyatt Hotel, and it became a major success. This was the beginning of Donald Trump's rise in the New York business world. In 1983, Donald Trump completed one of his most iconic projects, Trump Tower. Located in the heart of New York City, Trump Tower became one of the tallest buildings in the city and a symbol of Donald's business prowess. The building is unique because it houses both luxury apartments and office spaces, which was an innovative concept at the time. Trump Tower became not only a symbol of success, but also a statement of Donald Trump's personal ambition and power. By the late 1980s, Donald Trump expanded his business further by purchasing casinos and hotels in Atlantic City, a region known for its gambling industry. One of his most famous acquisitions was the Trump Taj Mahal, a huge casino that at the time of its opening in 1990 was the largest casino in the world. Although it was a significant property, it faced financial challenges in the beginning. However, Donald's determination and commitment to his businesses kept him going, and he continued to expand his empire. Donald Trump's ambition didn't stop with buildings and casinos. He also sought to make his name famous everywhere. In the 1990s, he began appearing on TV, taking part in shows and features that allowed him to showcase his larger-than-life personality. He became widely known for his wealth, power, and success. In 2004, Donald Trump began hosting The Apprentice, a reality TV show that skyrocketed his fame. On the show, he was famous for his catchphrase, "You're fired." This line became one of the most recognized phrases in television history, and millions of people watched the show each week, further cementing Donald Trump's status as a celebrity and a business mogul. The company that Donald Trump ran is called the Trump Organization, and it includes a vast array of businesses from luxury hotels and casinos to golf courses and other ventures. Through the Trump Organization, Donald Trump has built an empire that has become a global brand. Over the years, Donald Trump used his name to create many famous places, turning his brand into a symbol of success and luxury. He even put his name on buildings all around the world. These buildings were known as Trump Towers, and they became symbols of his growing empire and recognition as a business mogul. His buildings were often seen as a testament to his hard work, ambition, and determination. Donald didn't stop with real estate. He also expanded into the world of sports and leisure by opening golf courses in various countries. These courses became extremely popular among golf enthusiasts and added to the prestige of the Trump name. Each new venture strengthened his position as one of the most recognizable figures in the world of business. Donald Trump had become a global brand, a symbol of wealth, power, and success. However, even though Donald Trump achieved tremendous success, his journey wasn't without challenges. In the 1990s, he faced serious financial struggles. Some of his casinos and hotels were losing money, and he found himself in deep financial trouble. At one point, he owed a large amount of money to the banks, and many people began to question whether he would be able to recover. But Donald never gave up. Despite these challenges, he worked tirelessly to turn things around. Through hard work, clever decisions, and negotiation, he was able to solve the financial problems and return his businesses to profitability. This comeback story became an important part of his legacy, showing that he could overcome adversity and maintain his position as a powerful businessman. By the 2000s, Donald Trump was not just known as a businessman, but also as a public figure with a growing interest in politics. He often talked about running for president, but he never took that step, at least not until much later. In 2015, Donald Trump made a bold decision that surprised many. He announced that he was going to run for President of the United States. This announcement shocked the nation because, up until then, Donald had never held any political office. However, Donald Trump was confident in his abilities, and he believed that his business experience would help him lead the country. During his campaign, Donald Trump made a number of bold promises, such as making America great again, creating more jobs, building a wall to stop illegal immigration, and being tough on trade with other countries. His rhetoric resonated with many Americans who felt that the country needed a strong leader with a fresh perspective. Despite the challenges, Donald Trump stayed focused on his goals, speaking directly to the American people and promising to bring change to Washington. In 2016, Donald Trump shocked the world by winning the presidential election. He ran against Hillary Clinton, the former Secretary of State, and despite being an outsider in politics, he managed to defeat her. His victory was seen as a political upset, with many pundits and experts surprised by the outcome. Donald Trump's win marked the beginning of a new chapter in American politics, and his presidency would go on to shape the country in ways that no one could have predicted. Many people thought that Hillary Clinton would win the 2016 U.S. presidential election, but Donald Trump shocked the world by winning the Electoral College and becoming the 45th President of the United States. Donald Trump served as president from January 20, 2017 until January 20, 2021. During his time in office, he implemented several major policies and faced numerous challenges. Let's take a look at some of the most significant events and decisions during his presidency. 1. Economy. One of Donald Trump's main focuses during his presidency was strengthening the U.S. economy. He aimed to create more jobs and boost business growth. To achieve this, he lowered taxes for businesses, hoping it would encourage investment and job creation. Many people liked his ideas, and the economy grew during his first few years in office. Unemployment rates dropped, and stock markets reached new highs. However, the economic success was not without its critics, as some believed the tax cuts benefited the wealthy more than the average citizen. 2. Immigration. One of Donald Trump's biggest promises was to build a wall between the United States and Mexico in order to stop illegal immigration. This issue became one of the central themes of his presidency. While he succeeded in securing some funding for the wall, it was a controversial project, with many opposing the idea on both moral and practical grounds. The immigration issue continued to divide the country, with Trump focusing on stricter border security and tougher enforcement policies. 3. Foreign relations. During his presidency, Donald Trump worked to reshape the United States' approach to foreign relations. He aimed to put America's interests first, which was reflected in his America First policy. He sought to renegotiate trade deals such as the North American Free Trade Agreement (NAFTA), and pursued a tough stance on China and Russia. One of the most notable moments in his foreign policy was his meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in an attempt to address the threat of nuclear weapons in North Korea. While the talks were historic, they ultimately did not lead to concrete agreements on denuclearization. 4. Healthcare. Donald Trump also attempted to reform the U.S. healthcare system. His goal was to make healthcare cheaper and more accessible for Americans, but his efforts to replace the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, faced significant opposition. While he was able to reduce some of the regulations surrounding health care, many of his proposals did not pass, and the issue of health care remained a major challenge throughout his presidency. 5. Impeachment. In 2019, Donald Trump became the third president in U.S. history to be impeached by the House of Representatives. The impeachment charges were related to his dealings with Ukraine, specifically accusations that he pressured the Ukrainian government to investigate his political rival, Joe Biden. Despite the charges, the Senate acquitted Trump, meaning he was not removed from office. He remained president until the end of his term in 2020. 6. 2020 election and aftermath. In 2020, Donald Trump ran for a second term as president. His opponent was Joe Biden, the former vice president under Barack Obama. The election was highly contentious, with the nation deeply divided along political lines. Donald Trump worked tirelessly during his campaign, but ultimately Joe Biden won the election. After the results were announced, Trump and many of his supporters believed that the election was unfair and that there had been widespread voter fraud, despite there being no substantial evidence to support these claims. This belief in a stolen election led to widespread anger and frustration. On January 6, 2021, a violent riot broke out at the U.S. Capitol as some of Trump's supporters stormed the building in an attempt to stop Congress from certifying Joe Biden's victory. This was one of the most shocking and tragic events in modern American history. The chaos at the Capitol led to multiple deaths and injuries and left the country in turmoil. On January 20, 2021, Donald Trump left the White House as Joe Biden was sworn in as the 46th President of the United States. Donald Trump did not attend the inauguration, a break from tradition in which outgoing presidents typically attend the ceremony of their successors. Post-presidency. After leaving office, Donald Trump returned to his business life. He still owns many buildings, golf courses, and hotels, and continues to be involved in various business ventures. While he is no longer president, Donald Trump remains a significant figure in American politics and business. His presidency, as well as his post-presidency actions, continue to impact the country in many ways, and he remains a polarizing figure in the U.S. Donald Trump still has a large base of supporters, many of whom continue to believe in his vision for America. Despite the controversies and challenges he faced during his presidency and afterward, he remains a central figure in American politics. Donald Trump has even spoken about the possibility of running for president again in 2024, sparking excitement and anticipation among his supporters. Some people are eager to see if he will make another bid for the White House, while others are calling for a new leader to step forward and bring change. Regardless of the political landscape, Donald Trump is still a well-known and influential figure. His businesses continue to operate globally, and he has supporters not only in the United States, but around the world. His life story is one of highs and lows, from starting with very little to becoming one of the most recognizable names in the world. He has built an empire in real estate, made a mark in the world of entertainment, and served as the 45th President of the United States. No matter what people think about him, Donald Trump continues to dominate the news cycle, and his actions continue to spark debate. He has been a businessman, a reality TV star, and a president, roles that have all helped shape his larger-than-life public persona. One thing that stands out about Donald Trump is his relentless determination. He has never given up on his dreams, no matter how many obstacles or setbacks he faced along the way. His story is a testament to the power of hard work, confidence, and resilience. Even after losing the 2020 presidential election, he remains a powerful figure who continues to influence American politics and the world stage. Donald Trump's journey shows that with perseverance, it's possible to achieve great things even in the face of adversity. As his story continues to unfold, it's clear that Donald Trump will remain a significant figure in both business and politics for years to come. His impact on the world is undeniable, and his legacy will likely continue to shape future generations, whether in support or in opposition. Thank you for watching today's video about Donald Trump's incredible journey. Whether you agree or disagree with his actions, there's no denying the impact he's had on the world. His story is full of ambition, challenges, and determination, and it shows us that with perseverance, anything is possible. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to PowerHab English for more engaging stories and insightful content. We love sharing real-life stories that help you improve your English while learning about history, business, and leadership. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think Donald Trump will run for president again in 2024? Drop your comments below, and let's start a conversation. See you in the next video.